I am Nitesh Pradhan from LabVIEW Programming. In this video, we will learn how can we create .gvi file in the LabVIEW NXG. You know very well, whenever we try to create one virtual instrument file in LabVIEW, means VI file in the LabVIEW, so we click new and create VI file. So we found at that time we find the untitled.vi extensions. Same here in the LabVIEW NXG. If you will open this LabVIEW NXG, so it is okay, you will get this getting started window. To create virtual instrument file, you have to come to this file, okay, then come into the new, and you can click you can click on the this VI, left click. When you will left click, so you will, after that you will get this window. It is our LabVIEW NXG working platform. Here we can design our graphical user interfacing platform, okay, and we can acquire data, and we can design our sophisticated measurement as per our requirement. Okay, so now it is our LabVIEW working platform. It is our LabVIEW front panel. Okay, this is our LabVIEW front panel. So sorry, LabVIEW NXG front panel. In this LabVIEW NXG front panel, you will get numeric control palette like LabVIEW. In this Boolean control palettes, and this one text means string control palette. In the string control palette, you will get the string control, string indicator, path control, and path indicator, and marks input. Okay, and you can also you will get the text ABCD controls. Now here you will get waveform, graph, and chart. So graph and chart here, and the intensity graphs and polar graphs and digital graphs also present. So okay, uh, now you will get if you will click here, left click, so okay, so no need to right click each and every time in the LabVIEW NXG. So you will get this array. Okay, it is array function, sorry, array control palette. You will get array input, array output, and this one is your cluster input output. This one is your selectors like enum and ring and combo box. So for here, no need to write, no need to press right click. Okay, this LabVIEW NXG is same like LabVIEW, but you will get all those controls and indicators. Okay, here, so all those control and indicator are listed here, and okay, are listed here, so you can use the controls and indicators here from this platform. It is something new in the LabVIEW NXG. And now let's come into the block diagram. So here the diagram is mentioned. So when you will click in the diagram, you will get this platform. So it is your block diagram. So in the block diagram, first you will get here the your project items. After that you will get your programming. Okay, so programming, here you will not get that like programming, so your the name is program flow. Okay, so for loop, while loop, case structures, and event structures, sequence structures, place in structures, and time count, wait functions, all of the things you will get here. Select function also is present here. Look at here. Now here you are getting these 9 dots. So when you will click, so you will get the function according to a data type, like numeric function palette, boolean function palette, string function palette, array function palette, clusters, errors, timestamp, path, waveform graphs, class variants, comparisons, and data values. It is just like it is same like a LabVIEW, but placing is different. Okay, and here you will get that mathematics platform. Okay, in analysis you will get a signal processing, controls, vision. Okay, and there is something hardware. So NI DOQ Max is present here. So we will see how can we utilize these things, and we can acquire the data in stores. We'll see in the next few video. Okay, after some videos, when you will completely able to design and run the program, basic program, then we'll come into the data acquisition platforms. And after that, here the text actor frameworks, the internet connectivities, and other things are available. So LabVIEW NXG platform is very good for the web based applications, to design the web based application. Okay, so it is user interfacing platforms where you can right click, you set the dialog box, as you can set your dialog box in the lab view. Same thing is present here. So now in the look is something different. Let's try to check what is the difference in the programming. So come into the front panel. So it is panel and it is diagram. So their only name panel and diagram, not front panel and block diagram. So because I am very used to with the lab views, that's why I am speaking the front panel and block diagram. Okay, so this is numeric control palettes. Come into the numeric control palette and take numeric control and place here. So now look at here, it is numeric control. Okay, and right click numeric indicator. It is numeric control and it's a numeric indicator. It just look like the same numeric control and indicators like lab view. So look at here, you will getting here some the properties window. Okay, it is you can say the properties window and other things. Okay, so here the three things is present: items, panels and documents. Okay, so first when you will click in the numeric, so when you will click in the numeric, so this property window will okay automatically appear like this, and you will get so many different things. You can select, you can change your data type, sorry, you can change your representation, numeric representation and other representation. So floating, single integers, unsigned integers, okay, floating point, fixed point, okay, complex numbers, okay, complex number for also, and here okay, double precision and single precision bit. It's nice, quite good. Okay, no need to right click and go to the block diagram and no need to right click and go to the select, okay, menu, select menus and select. All those things will appear automatically when you will click, this numeric. Okay, so it is, let's try to click the numeric indicators. So for the numeric indicators, okay, and the something is completely same for the numeric indicators. Okay, like look at here. So format display, so in this format display you will get the numeric indicator is automatically. Okay, so what is this? It is a 6 precision point. You can say it is a precision points. Okay, after dot how many value you can put, so it is, I think, like same. Okay, and label, you can change the label from this platform. Also you can change the label from this platform. So I'm going to change the label, number number out. Okay, number out. And if I will click here, so I will place here the number number in, number out and number in. So in, number out and number in. And now look at here, precision and display are same. Labels has been changed here. Now show what you, okay, so later in the some video I will teach you how can we change. So here it is our look. Okay, it's our font related things, so it is not important. So I'm going to minimize this one, label. Okay, label style, okay, visual styles. So right, left. Okay, look at here, it's left, and here it is right. And if you want, so you can, so button icon, which button, increment and decrement button icon is here. So we'll discuss all those things later when we will. Okay, so now it is front panel and it is block diagram, sorry, it is our numeric controls and it is our numeric indicators. Now coming to the diagram, when you will click in the diagram you will not get anything. It is not like a lab view. If you will in the lab view, when you take a numeric control, so one numeric control terminal automatically appears in the block diagram. Okay, if you take a boolean control or string control or boolean indicator, string indicator, so appropriate terminals, control terminal or the indicator terminals automatically appeared in the block diagram. But in the LabVIEW NFG, okay, you need to select and you need to call that function. So for that you have to, you can right click here. Okay, here you can right click, and after that there is two unplaced items, so you can place. No, okay, first this one, then come here and you can place second one. You will get same functionality here, no changes. Okay, so which one is control, and okay, so this one is indicators. And if I will click, so it, okay, so look at here, when I will click here, so numbers in DBL formatting, so it behavior is control. Okay, it's displaying the behavior is control. Okay, and if I will click here, so it will display the behavior indicators. Okay, so now let's try to connect this control with the indicators. Nice. Now I want to use, okay, now I want to use uh, while loop, okay, here to iterate continuously. So here you, if you will right click in the LabVIEW NXG platform, if you right click, so you will get this kind of the window. You will not get that full flashed function palette. You will get this small palette. Inside the palette, okay, you can come here, you can come into the program flow, and you can click here in the program flow, and you can take this while loop and you can put here. Now right click and you can place. Okay, so it is stop button. So now you can see here, this is boolean terminal control type, and you can see the things is front panel. So if you will click, so okay, now we didn't insert the function in our function palette. So okay, let's go to the panel diagram, click this one. Okay, so now this function is here, so paste here. Again come into the block diagram, so this function is here. Now if you will click the item, so you will get all those things. Let's try to run. Now the simulation has been started. If I will insert value, so we'll get the input, okay, input or output as same. Okay, so this one is a run button, this is pause button, it is our abort button. Stop the code immediately before it finishes the execution. Aborting code that use external resource might cause error, okay, that next time you access the resource. So it is my humble suggestion to all of you who are watching this video and trying to learn the LabVIEW NXG. Don't press the abort button if you are using while loop, okay, or while loop, event structure, and for loop and other things. So don't use the abort button. Use the stop button to stop your program, okay, because if you will press the stop button, if you will use the stop button, so stop button will give your program to complete the last execution at least. Okay, so I will stop this program. So now this is our LabVIEW, sorry, LabVIEW NXG working environment. Here you can learn, here you can use your LabVIEW logic and idea to create. In the next video I will show you how can we write program like addition program, subtraction program, and how can we go beyond. So thank you for watching this video. Please try to work on this LabVIEW NXG, because in future you will get immense knowledge, and definitely you will enjoy very much this LabVIEW NXG if you are working in the LabVIEW. So thank you for